got that, but I did. There we go.
Yes.
And introduce Alex Dreyer, Planning Manager, Cherry Hallberg Dodds, Planning Technician, and Kathy MacArthur, Planning Assistant. So you're all there. There you are. This hearing is being held electronically using Zoom. It's being recorded and being live streamed on our website. Would staff please provide direction and instruction on how to participate in this hearing?
Sure, thank you. So it looks like we just have one member participating, the applicant, and thank you for joining us, Rachel. Just as just a quick process thing, we'll just staff will introduce the application, and then we'll give you the director, John McNabb, will give you an opportunity to add any comments that you like. We just ask that you keep your audio muted until you are called upon to speak, and when you do so, we just ask that you state your name and address for the minutes. There is a chat feature at the bottom as well. If you want to, if while I'm introducing things, you'd like to ask a question or you think of anything, please throw it in that chat feature and we'll make sure we address it at the end. There will be a final opportunity prior to the end of the public hearing to ask any final questions or make any final comments on the bylaws. And I just want to note that we are live streaming the public hearing on the ACRD website and recording the meeting, which will be publicly available on our website after this. So thank you.
The subject of this hearing is bylaws P1426 and P1427. These bylaws are applicable to 6210 Drinkwater Road and are necessary to facilitate a subdivision proposal. If you have any questions or comments about any other unrelated topic, I would ask you to contact Regional District staff after this hearing has been terminated. Would staff now read out the notice of public hearing?
Okay, a public hearing for residents and property owners within electoral area E, Beaver Creek, will be held to consider bylaws P1426 and P1427. Bylaw P1426 is a Beaver Creek official community plan amendment, and bylaw P1427 is a zoning atlas amendment to rezone a portion of District Lot 24, Alberni District, except the west 10 chains thereof, and except the right-of-way of the Esquimalt and Nanaimo Railway Company, as said right-of-way is shown on plan deposited under DD 19321, except EPP 96269, the subject property from Forest Rural A3 District to Acreage Residential RA2 District in order to facilitate subdivision. The public hearing will be held by the director for electoral area E, the alternate director or the chairperson of the regional district. The board resolution making this delegation along with bylaws P1426 and P1427 and relevant background documents are available for review online at www.acrd.bc.ca/events/13-7-2021. Planning staff are available to answer questions through email and or by phone during normal office hours 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday from June 30th, 2021 to June 13th, 2021, excluding statutory holidays. Sorry, to July 13th, 2021, excluding statutory holidays. During the COVID-19 pandemic, providing an opportunity for public input and safeguarding public health are top priorities of the ACRD. Consider written submissions as an effective means to provide your input. Anyone who feels their interest in property will be affected by the proposed bylaws will be afforded a reasonable opportunity to be heard. Options include participating in the public hearing by electronic means using Zoom video conferencing or teleconferencing and or submitting correspondence to the ACRD. If you wish to participate in the public hearing electronically or by phone, full instructions to do so are available on our website at www.acrd.bc.ca/events/13-7-2021, or it can be provided by contacting planning staff by email at planning@acrd.bc.ca or by phone at 250-720-2700. This public hearing will be recorded and live streamed on our website. Written correspondence can be submitted to the ACRD by one of the following methods: hard copy to the ACRD office drop slot or by mail to the planning department at the address below. An email sent to planning@acrd.bc.ca before 4 p.m. July 13th, 2021. Email correspondence will only be considered received if receipt confirmation is provided by ACRD staff, or a fax sent to 250-723-1327 before 4 p.m. July 13th, 2021. And again, fax correspondence will only be considered received if receipt confirmation is provided by ACRD staff. Now, all correspondence must be received by the ACRD no earlier than 8 a.m. on June 30th, 2021, and no later than 4 p.m. on July 13th, 2021. Correspondence submitted and or received outside of these parameters will not be included in the public hearing. Thank you.
Purpose of this public hearing is to receive input, written and verbal, from persons who believe that interest in their property is affected by the bylaws. The regional district board will receive full minutes of this hearing before voting on the bylaws. Staff is taking minutes that summarize the issues raised, and it's also being recorded. And please speak clearly to ensure accuracy. Would staff please introduce the proposal?
Yes, thank you. I will begin with the agency referral responses that we've received. The responses received noted no objections or interest unaffected in the bylaws. Copies of those referral responses are available for public review on the ACRD website and will be part of the public hearing report considered by the board. There was no correspondence received from the public ahead of the hearing. And then the proposal itself is the property owner is applying to rezone a 2.67 acre portion of their 88 acre property from the current zoning of Forest Rural A3 district to acreage residential RA2 district in order to facilitate subdivision to a 1 acre minimum lot size. The intent would be to allow for up to 2 vacant parcels to be created. The rezoning also involves an amendment to the Beaver Creek official community plan from agricultural use to residential use. The portion to be rezoned, the portion of the property to be rezoned is actually outside of the agricultural land reserve. And then finally, just as a condition of rezoning, the ACRD board has required that the applicants engage a registered on-site wastewater practitioner to confirm that the property can accommodate on-site sewage disposal to the minimum 1 acre lot size. The applicants have submitted an assessment from a wastewater practitioner confirming that the proposed 2 lots meet the intent of the Island Health sewage disposal standards, so that condition appears to be satisfied. I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you. Would the applicant like to add anything to this?
Thank you, Director McNabb. I think Alex really covered it quite well. The one piece we submitted this week was the septic report. We were pleased to see that everything met the standards for Island Health subdivision standards. The water will be supplied by Beaver Creek, and DCCs would be payable before final approval of the subdivision. So I think that summarized it all. Thanks, Alex. And it was good to hear from the referrals. There was no nothing negative, or there was no feedback from ACRD staff, from the public, or I did not hear anything from the public either as the applicant. So that's all good news.
So I got a couple of questions. One of them is around the access. So is the intent to have the access on Kello Road, or is it DeBow?
Should I answer?
Go ahead, Rachel.
Yes, access will be off Kello Road, and there was a previous subdivision done on this property in 2020, and 10 meters of road was dedicated off Kello Road to widen that access. So the intent is to access off Kello Road. Okay,
so it'll be updated or upgraded to facilitate that.
Yeah, so during the subdivision process, it will be referred to Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure, and we'll make sure that any kind of road standards surrounding that application have been met.
That's it. Okay, so is the water question, is that something we deal with at this point or at the subdivision point, Alex?
So I can answer that. Yeah, the technical aspects of connecting to water are dealt with at the subdivision stage. Okay. I understand that the intent is to access off the end down Kello off the end of Walker Road there. We do have a development cost charge bylaw for Beaver Creek Water, so they will be paying $5,023 per lot to join the water system. And then also the subdivision will be referred to the Community Services Department, who will review what needs to be done to actually bring water to that portion of the property. So that all happens at the subdivision stage.
Okay. Alrighty. I just like to advise everybody that the members of the board of directors cannot receive any new information related to these bylaws between the end of this hearing and making the decision on the bylaws at the next board meeting, July 28th. If any board member does so, the hearing will be invalidated and will have to be held again. So that means no contact to myself or any other the other members of the Regional District Board of Directors. So with that in mind, is there any final comments? Does the applicant have any words of wisdom?
I think that's all from me. Thanks.
Thanks, Rachel.
Okay, staff got anything else to say?
Nope, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll call for the first time for any further representations on the bylaws. Hearing none, I'll call for the second time for any further representations on the bylaws. Hearing none, I'll call for the third time any further representations on the bylaws. Hearing none, I declare this